Welcome to the quarterfinals of the Murphy's English Open. This is Mark Boyle v Jack Whelan. Joining me in the commentary box will be Viv Rusco and Mr. Reginald Gill. And Mark's won the lag. Jack's won the lag. Sorry.
Okay, here we go.
That's a big break from Jack.
Okay, good evening, Jakob. Afternoon, should I say. How do you see this one go, mate?
I think that's a very tough call. Both players have played very well this weekend. I've personally streamed at least 2 games of Jack's, so this will be the third, and he's been pretty solid on both. I'm pretty sure I remember one of them he had a bit of a comeback as well, so he's definitely feeling the strength.
Okay, just the start. He's looking forward to make a ball off your opening break and get him first. Also joined in the commentary box with top referee Viv Rusco. Afternoon, Viv.
Afternoon, Reggie.
Any predictions for us on how this one's going? How do you see it based on current form and how they've performed over the weekend?
It's a tough call, isn't it? For me, a lot of these games come down to the break. Both very high standard players. It's like you just said, it's who gets in first.
Absolutely, and looking to, I should say, you'll be looking to try and put one on the board here as early as possible to try and settle into this match. And there's no better tonic than to make a ball off your opening break and get in amongst the action as soon as possible. I think it's important to make a good start at this level anyway, even more so. Looking at doubling the ball here. He's overcompensated with power to straighten it up. Overcome too much power, straightened it up too much, put it on the near knuckle.
Not a bad white though.
Yeah, he'll take that. Yeah, excellent pictures here. Looking at the stream. Clarity is exceptional. And second to none, really. Very, very impressive setup. Commentators' joy, in my opinion. What's your opinion on that, really? Superb, isn't it?
Absolutely.
So, Mark Boyle just happy to push the red into open play and gain the advantage in this frame now at this point. Jack having had first bite.
If you guys could all get sharing the stream, you'll save me a job.
Thank you, Jakob.
Got plenty to do.
Oh, that's brilliant the way you've done it this time. It's actually a lot bigger in the middle of the screen.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if Viv can see any of all the comments. Just try and get Viv over a bit more this way so she can also, if any comments are relative or questions for Viv, then I'm sure she's more than happy and capable of responding in kind. Yeah, redrawn at the quarters, Mark Bailey. It doesn't go like the players one where match 132, 133 fall into the same slots. We thought it might. Jordan Shepherd, the ever prankster, pulling my headphones off, just walked past us. Sorry, Adam Penwell doesn't look too happy with the draw there, Viv. Not going to repeat the comment, but obviously,
Adam, could you just give us a nod as to why you reckon it was messed up? If it's because of what it says on the Q score, then that it always says that. So it wasn't necessarily relative to this competition. It's just there automatically.
Yeah, skewed that well. Get the white away from the side cushion.
Sorry, buddy.
Just a couple of good positional shots required to get up to the red on the ball cushion. He's been unlucky there. Excellent effort getting on the red on the ball cushion, and it's just a full ball or three-quarter ball cannon on the yellow there would have been perfect. As it is, he's just dropped behind the yellow, I think. I'm not sure, I don't believe he can get through to the red on the ball cushion, so having to play the red down into the bottom left.
The races will be to 11 from now on. I've even put it up on the top of the screen for everybody so that they know.
Yeah, he's settled for leaving the chop along the top rail rather than trying to do anything too extravagant, just leaving himself a shot here. Guaranteed to the white to come down this end of the table to land on the black, I would have thought, Jakob. Just a matter of potting the red.
Yeah, sure. Natural follow down, isn't it?
Just about wiped his feet as you pace betwixt and between.
It's a bit of a cut he's got to take on now.
Yep. A lot of questions being fired here.
The prize money for the winner, I think, is £5,000. Reese, it's a tough call on who is considered the best player in pool. There are several top players. Tom Cousins is definitely up there, but he's out of the tournament. Liam Dunster, who's currently in it as well, has been performing very well this year. He's got to 2 finals of the Supreme Pool Series, and I believe he won the IPA Free Sports event as well. We've got Viv Rusko sat next to me, so she'll definitely be able to update on all those kinds of things.
Champions Cup. He won the Champions Cup.
Yeah, fountain of knowledge.
Hardly.
I just had a microphone on mute.
What is that? What the last one was called? Up Players of Champions Cup.
The last IPA.
Oh,
tour
it's the
was
IPA Champions Cup. Right, I didn't say I wouldn't what you're going on
the
about. The
first 3 sports competition that the IPA put on was called the Champions Cup.
I'm surprised Phil Harrison didn't actually enter this event, you know, personally speaking.
I'm sure he had his reasons, I don't know why.
Oh, absolutely. I'm saying just surprised they didn't, but then exactly whatever reason it was, it must have been reason enough to stop him from entering, so fair play. Oh, that's desperately unlucky.
Jack conceded there.
Yeah. Great shot as well, and just sometimes you just need that little bit of luck, Viv, when you're nudging into balls, little flicks, and when that happens, as a fellow ladies plays half, you know the frustration of things like that.
Very
when it
much
goes
so.
wrong. Yeah. Walk back to your chair and take your medicine, sit down, cursing your luck, thinking,
Absolutely.
when's it going to change? When am I
Never
gonna-
for me.
No, you're too modest, Viv, honestly. Yeah, the frustrations of unlucky flicks and going in off balls. But that's the game, unfortunately, and sometimes it goes for you and sometimes it doesn't. Okay. Mark balls broke off and it's not bad at all. Pretty good split and there is only probably one problem red and that's over on the right hand side. But even that wouldn't be too big a deal to get on. Potting another ball and getting over there, so pretty good split, good chance to run the rack. Yeah, good shot, just moving the traffic out of the way. Plus holding nicely for the red on the corner, so just be looking to leave an angle perhaps off the next red. I'm thinking put maybe the one nearest the middle. So you can run down that side of the table perhaps for the awkward red between the two yellows on the right hand side of the table. Okay, we're just getting a little bit of an echo there. Viv's put her phone on so she can read the comments in front of her because the laptop is a little bit of a distance and Viv wears glasses like myself, so it's not the easiest. No, I understand. We're both having a laugh about that because take the specs away and we're both blind. Not very good when you're a referee, being as I do it as well. I ref as well, so we need the specs. Old age is coming to us all.
Absolutely. I've said absolutely so many times already. Shush.
You like that word, don't you?
I think so.
Send you a Christmas card and I'll put
Bit
at the
nervous,
bottom.
to be honest.
Absolutely.
About talking on the stream. It's a bit.
See, I heard that you commentate on the 147 stream sometimes.
Occasionally, yes.
So you're not all new to it, are you?
Well, it's quite different there because I know them all really, really well.
Yeah, okay.
And Gareth and I have been going there for a couple of years, so
Fair
it's very comfortable.
Okay.
The
It's
cat's
very
out the
different than
bag.
here.
Jacob's let the cat out the bag. Viv's been exposed as a secret commentator as well as competent referee. Wow, you learn a new thing every day. Okay.
Races to 11, Reggie, all the way through now, are
yes,
they?
they are. Yeah, now
Semis and final races to 11.
Yes, they are. Just like players.
Okay.
We're now back to the original format. The loser's side is the only time that we have the shorter races.
Right. So it's
but
single elim, straight to the final now.
yeah, races to 11 all the way to the final. Okay.
Jack just looked quizzy. He looked a bit quizzed, but
I think
Mark's choice of shot there.
I think he's run too far. I think what he was looking to do was leave the white a tad lower so he could pot the red into the corner and run over to the right hand side rail. That's what I think he was looking to do. Don't think he can play that shot now, so he may choose to use the cushion and come back. And that's, where's the white? Oh dear, that's gone wrong. The shot was obviously to play into the left hand side cushion with right hand side, check the white and come back across in a straight line and land below the red. And
you
pop
lost
the
me
red.
about 10 seconds ago.
So, a total snooker it is. Take your sexist comments elsewhere. Emma Sanders, somebody's upset Emma. Yeah, we brought Viv in. Viv's come in to do some commentary and being a fellow player, ladies player, and played the game for quite some time. I'm sure she's more than competent in calling out shots.
When you're commentating, Reggie, though, it's just an opinion, you know, isn't it?
Exactly.
We just
You
say
can't
what we
please
see,
everybody.
and you know, these professional players, their path's already mapped out in the head before we've even. We're looking at one ball, they're 3 balls ahead of us. So who knows?
Bryn Davis, nice comment there, kind words. That's
Lovely
a
shot.
That is, what a shot
Lovely.
that is. Great shot by Jack Whelan there. Super shot. Steely determined look about Jack's face there. A picture of utter concentration and conviction there. Great shot to release the black. 2-in-1 there, and took full advantage of playing the shot, or should I say the shot working out so well, Viv.
Had to be perfect though, because he could have potted the black. You know, a touch too hard, that black was thin.
Or maybe
You know?
even hit the black full and leave the white on the cushion, and then your next yellow
Could have
is
gone
a
wrong. Just
horror-
shows what a good shot it was.
Yeah, worked out absolutely perfect. Got his reward sometimes. You know, you get what you deserve when you take shots on. Mark Bailey, full blockage. Who's on full blockage, Mark Bailey? So it's one apiece. Jack's broke off, and not a bad break off shot. He's made a ball again, so.
Where's his starter though, Reggie? What do you think? Where's he starting there?
Oh, I think
It's not easy.
for me, I think he's playing the one just to the left of, just to the left of the black spot, the red balls.
Red balls.
Yeah. But if the yellow passes into the middle, he may choose to go yellows. It's just hard to see from
Close
the
where
camera.
the black is.
Yeah, it's just hard to see. I don't think it does. It might do.
He's queuing up to it.
Oh, he's trying to play it off the red, but he's had second best. The red's gone into the top back.
Little smile off Jack then I got. Yes, both these players are IPA professionals. Open table.
Ouch.
No, it's not open table. Played a red, didn't he?
Yeah, he's on reds, but he'll be disappointed with that. You know, after getting, if you like, second best result after missing the yellow and getting a timely fluke off the red into the top bag, then they're very disappointed with missing the next ball like that.
Do you think sometimes it gets it in players' heads when they do have a fluke? They think perhaps they don't deserve it, so they don't concentrate,
no,
they'll just take it?
No, you never think that you don't deserve it. You take it, put your hand up and move on. You never stand there feeling guilty. The only time you feel guilty is if you walk round to the last black because your last reds flew around the table, gone in somewhere, and that's when you feel terribly guilty.
Is Reggie showing his ruthless side?
Absolutely. I've said it again. Absolutely.
A ruthless Reggie. Yes, he did. When he screwed back up the table, Ethan, I'm pretty sure the line he had, he knew he was cannoning the black, so he's played it and drew back to kick into the black, knowing that he'd have some sort of shot on the yellow, irrespective.
Unfortunately, we can't give you any because we only can use Q score ourselves, so we don't have any other scores available to us, do we?
Who's updating Q score?
I've no idea. Would you like me to go and ask? Shall I go and find out?
1 second. Emma Sanders, thank you very much for the updates. Must be using Q score, must be getting updated properly. Just slightly hampered queuing here on the yellow. Should be okay. Yeah, judged it well. Used the red to great effect to hold the white.
Q score is up to date now, Reggie.
It is, okay.
And Papa sends his apologies, but Zeb's counting the money. When he's done that, he'll be updating him as he goes round.
Nice little shot there from Mark.
Adam Penwell, thanks very much.
Where's my glasses?
And that is 2-1 to Mark Boyle. Just trying to get Q score up on my phone here so I can keep giving you updates on the other games as and when. But
Yes, Todd, we are quite close to the players, so we have to be quite quiet just in case they hear us and we distract them.
let's just have a look if I can just try turn the right way. Maybe it's just because this is
We can read it that way, can't we? Oh, it's got a thing. I see what you mean. It's currently 3-0 to Gareth Hibbert against Arth and Dad. 2-1 to Liam Dunster against Matt Lawrenson. 5-0 Scott Gillespie against to Ben Davis, and It's 2-1, is it here?
Yeah, 2-1 to
Is
Mark
it
Boyle.
2-1?
To
Yeah.
Mark Boyle here, yeah.
The Scots are marching on at the moment. Well, Scott Gillespie very much in the driving seat, 5-zip. And Liam Dunster and Mark Boyle both respectively 2-1 ahead. And Gareth Ivers just quietly making his way about his business. 3-0 against Arf and Dad.
Can't take anything for granted though, Reggie.
No,
Long way to 11.
No, long way to go yet. My God, we've seen some games turn where leads look unassailable and then the next minute they're not.
Quite a few matches where there's been a big comeback, haven't we?
So,
This weekend,
yeah.
really.
Scott Gillespie proved that against Mark Farnsworth.
Absolutely. I done it again.
Yeah, but he was...
5-0 against Ben Davis. Could easily be 5 each, and if Ben gets going.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. He's another one that's capable of running off racks pretty quick. Doesn't hang about. Good control shot there again, and he's in good shape here again for to run the rack and open up a 2-frame gap. Albeit, obviously, still going to do that, but certainly the balls are there to be potted now. Seems to have done the hard work after the last shot. It's just a matter of plotting his route and taking them out.
Liam Dunster was 2-1 up on Matty Jack last time I had a look.
They haven't got the system here that electronic like at players where the
No.
players hit the button and it automatically gets updated on Q-Score, whereas here it's being done manually by Steve Webster.
That's right, yeah.
So until somebody goes over and tells Steve what the score is, somebody in the arena and just motions it's 2-1, 3-1, 4-1, he won't know and he won't be able to update.
That's right.
Pace just about perfect, can get through the gap between the black and the yellow and just drop the red in, and it's just a matter of judging the pace here to get on the next red. Black's in the open, a little bit of traffic, but I don't expect him to make a mistake here, but you never know. No, Lakin and Seb not in the commentary box this time. Just too much conflict of interest, Nathan, or should I say I think Lakin spent too much time trying to pose questions and put you on the spot, so to speak, or try to, and that's not what commentary work's all about. It's not a debate where you're in the House of Commons and someone's asking you questions. I'm sure Viv's just having a bit of a chuckle to herself, but I'm sure she agrees with me. It's not what you're here to do. Yeah, right in the heart of the pocket, so that's 3-1 to Mark Boyle. I'm okay. Is that Margaret Pelser? Yeah, I'm fine. I just think, Viv, I'm going to ask you this. I just think you can't have 3 people all trying to comment on one, because there isn't enough time for everyone to speak in between shots, and you can almost speak out at the wrong time. Would you agree with that? There's too many voices.
You just have to not interrupt each other and just listen to other people.
Exactly. What was that regarding me, Bryn, or you keep up the good at it?
Nice break. Few.
Not sure who that message is to. That's to Jakob, I think, not to me. But yeah, it could do
Taking
a
those,
response.
disturbing
couldn't it?
those clusters.
I did David earlier on, but the situation changed, so here I am. Fortunately, I was able to stay, so it's worked out good. Cheers, Margaret.
Oh,
Sorry about that. Just got the technical staff here. Just doing a couple of other things. Didn't press the button to update, but I'm sure it's done now. 3-1 to Mark Boyle.
Sam. Jack's having a little think now.
Yeah,
He did clear that red by the yellow near the middle bag, but then unfortunately just got a flick back and it's tied up again.
Murphy's Doncaster. Who's best commentator? I wonder if that's Seb on Murphy's Doncaster's guarantee. I'm not in competition with Seb. You know, my mates, and that's it. Larkin. Mark. Adam Benwell. We can't do anything about the Q score. I'm sorry, it's not being done in this room. It's being done elsewhere.
So, Reggie, what's Jack going to do now? What do you think?
Quite frankly, I think you can just run this in with topspin and try and come down to pot the next red, obviously, but he's set off for trying to just pot it and hasn't managed to do that. I think maybe the ball's rolled out slightly as well. I think Jack thought that ball's in and it's gone slightly wide to the left, and Jordan stayed in the jaws.
It was quite slow though, is it not right? The balls can pull out if you don't hit them with some pace
sometimes, but usually that's against, if you're going against the nap up the table, where.
Okay.
But obviously, if you're playing down the table, you don't expect something to roll out unless it goes over a handprint.
Jakob's back.
Back with a vengeance.
Jakob's back.
It's Jakob.
Jakob. My apologies. All we're missing now is the most prestigious Turkish kebab salesman in all of the southwest of England.
I agree. I am actually quite missing him.
Yeah, we need a bit.
He is
He brings that sort of something to the room, doesn't he, Jenks?
He does. He's a good lad. Also been missing Rob Holt quite a lot this weekend. Really enjoy his commentary. He's a good lad.
And of course, Dan O'Rourke was having terrible misfortune with his car.
You wouldn't believe it. You really wouldn't. Poor lad.
Total snooker.
Total snooker it is. Here we go. Off the side cushion. That's not a bad shot. Keeps him in the hunt for this frame. Doesn't really want to fall any further behind at this stage.
How many times have you told?
No, who's that wants to... David P. Taylor. They both come through the loser's side, but it's redrawn at the last 8. So it's, these two have drawn each other. That's how it works. It was a redraw. What a shot that was. Had to be so precise with that shot, the half a pocket. Great shot.
Stephen Yule, that would just be too easy, wouldn't it?
Settle for leaving the double. Double the ball going into the yellow. Catch the yellow full enough, should stay in the area to have a shot at the black. Possibly a double or possibly a cut to the corner. Just depends on what sort of counter he gets off the yellow when he goes for the double. He's made the double, good shot. And he's okay, I think he can get through to this, to the top corner. Green corner pocket. Yeah, great shot. Good steal there. Reduces his race to just 1, 3 frames to 2. Okay, Mark Boyle to break, leading 3-2. Okay, if anybody wants to go to Q Score, it's been posted there, the link, so hope everybody's happy with that. Kapow doing the honours. The man, the myth, the legend, that is Kapow. George Turney's best mate. Well, he should be after he helped George out, in my opinion. What's your feelings on that, Jakob? Kapow being very, very generous at players to help George out.
Well, I actually think Kapow's very generous overall. He's a really nice guy. I spend quite a lot of time talking to Kapow.
Yeah.
We've got a nice little friendly niche group on WhatsApp that we have, that me and a few other people
Yeah,
have a bit of a chat and banter and some fun going on. And he's top guy, he is.
Can't say any further than that then. On to the action. Mark Boyle breaks. Makes a ball. He's in. What's it like? It's not bad at all. Pretty good split, that.
They are wide open for the taking. So what would be your choice of ball here, Reggie?
Well, for me it's got to be yellows.
Me too.
My first shot.
Do you want to do some proper commentary? Do you want me to do some proper commentary?
Stop interrupting He's just an absolute nuisance, Craig Lakin, when he's in one of those moods. I don't know what's wrong with him today, but
Keep it for off the
yeah.
stream, please.
I was just about to say, he asked me what my shot was. I was thinking play the yellow, the one he's played, and bring the ball back into open play. But
So
having played that shot, that would have been the idea, to bring the white to round about the midpoint of the table, to land on the yellow to the left centre, pot the one to the left centre. If you've got the angle to go up for the one in ball carrier, he's using the right hand side to get over there this time. Swing the white over, 2 cushions, great shot.
I tell you what, that's the beauty of having this overhead camera angle, is that you can
Absolutely.
see what side they're putting on the ball as
Yeah,
well.
absolutely, yeah.
Before they take the shot.
Absolutely, you saw it there. It's clear evidence, wasn't it, Jakob should I say, where he's just addressed that white, got that right hand side on.
Exactly.
And I think pot the yellow along the top rail now and just play for the ball into the middle. He'll want some sort of decent angle on that to get on the 2 that are in a straight line to the corner.
So would you be playing it to get on a plant down there, or would you be playing it to get to the right hand side of the table, just below the middle pocket maybe?
No, I'd be playing it just to get somewhere between the brown and blue spot. He's actually played to go, I mean, it's a strange choice of shot. He's ended up just off straight.
Because obviously setting yourself up for a plant, especially if it's slightly off kilter like that, and there's more balls that are creating a problem area, the black and the red,
I don't. That's
isn't
my
necessarily
point.
ideal.
I would have played. Well, my shot would have been to play for the one into the middle, pot it, and get over to the right hand side of the yellows to actually pot. Rather, I wouldn't play for the plant myself because of the degree of difficulty of the shot.
So to get underneath it.
Yeah, absolutely. I just think the gap between the 2 yellows makes it a very, very tricky plant.
You can't control the other yellow as easily though, can you?
No.
You're playing for the bottom yellow maybe.
Right, so obviously the angle was wrong, and he was playing to get on the bottom of the 2
yellow,
yellows.
yeah.
It was a bit straight, wasn't it?
Yeah, and that's what I said when he drew the white up the table off the rail shot. I said it looks to have gone too far there. Sport the shot. He just wanted a little bit more angle. See, if he'd got on the one into the middle with an angle, you've got options. You can screw across, stun down.
He has actually just looked at the top.
He just didn't have any options there. It was so straight.
Queuing for the top yellow. Do you think?
I think he may be settling for having a go at this plant. Jack's having a weird smile to himself there. I think to one of his supporters, Dan Lambert in the crowd, has made the journey up here today. A local lad, Dan, him and Jack family. He's come up to give him a bit of support, so fair play to Dan Lambert. But I was right, he was forced into having a go at the plant in the end because ran out of position. And as a result of that, he's probably surrendered the frame. Where's the white? Where's the white? Oh, would you believe it? Wow. He didn't bargain for that. The slap of the hand goes down the table. Pure utter frustration. Can't quite believe what he's done. Got an unexpected chance to steal and get on parity. And he's put the white in the one place he really could ill afford to do. Now he's got to try and hide the white to stop Mark having a shot. And that won't be easy neither, because the angle of which he's almost touching the red is taking him towards the black. If you play away in a straight line, it's not going to be easy to hide the white here. Okay. Played it well, good shot. So he had a slightly different angle, hard to see sometimes on the monitor, but he played a great shot there, really. He's given himself, what should I say, he's kept control of the situation, and total here, so Mark's going to try and just nestle onto the back of this yellow. Oh, I couldn't have played it any better than that. Great shot. Deft touch there. I mean, that's like what they do on a Sunday, rolling to balls with the old EPA, the old two-shot rules, where you just need that deft touch from 8-9 inches, roll to a ball, put your opponent in trouble. Albeit even harder off a cushion, trust me. Lovely shot.
Do you know Goobs is winning 7-0?
Wow.
7-0.
Scott Gillespie on fire in the other room. Machine. Well, Ben Davis was the the tournament favourite at the last bookmakers draw on the odds. Ben Davis was the favourite, followed by Mark Boyle. 7-0 down to Scott Gillespie.
That's amazing. You just wouldn't expect it, would you?
Incredible. But the thing is, Scott Gillespie's a tournament winner at one of the series at players. He's
Yes.
capable of doing that to other players. He is that good.
Absolutely.
I was actually surprised to see that he hadn't got further in the following two events after he won the first one.
Yeah, absolutely. I think, do you know what, Jakob, I think that goes to sort of points towards the standard out there nowadays is so good.
Yeah.
The standard of, in not just for like 5 or 10 players, a lot of good players.
Yeah.
You're not guaranteed anything, Viv, when you're out there these days.
Well, just look at Matt Lawrenson.
There you go.
Non-elite. He's now in the quarterfinals.
Yeah, very good player though, Matt Lawrenson, and well, maybe I'm not going to say underrated, but
He's not known as well as some of the other players, is he?
yeah.
He went to China to the Star Open last year and got to the last 32.
Who, Matt did?
Matt Lawrenson did, yeah.
There you go. Well, it seems like they listened to me when I told them 2 years ago, maybe possibly longer, Justice Black then for 4-2 to Mark Boyle. I told them 2 years ago when Matt Lawrenson played Craig Lake in the Q8 Sports Bar,
Right.
and I was there for a money match, and he lost, and his dad was a bit dejected and saying he's having to play these top players. And I said to him then, and you can ask him if you don't believe me, I said, listen to me. I said, first time I've seen this guy play, I said, he's got a bright future. I said, this is a good
Matt
player.
is very talented.
And I said, what you lot need to do is take the positives from tonight. Okay, you've lost money, he's lost the match, but take the positives. I said, get behind him. I said, because what money you've lost now, trust me, you're going to make that back and more on top, because this guy's got something.
I think he comes from 9 Ball, doesn't he? That's where he started his Q Sports.
Yeah. He's a very talented individual, and I told him to get behind him, and Stu Williams said this to me last night when I spoke to him, saying, fair play, he says, for the advice. He says, a couple of years ago, he says, that night, I said, no, why not? I said, I only speak the truth, what I see. And I could see what I saw that day in Matt when he played Craig Lakin, and very, very impressed. Very impressed.
Will Coldwell, that's good to hear. Matt Lawrenson's going to be on the STRN shootout.
Billy, it's true though, you're saying have a day off, but it's true, he's a very good player. I said that 2 years ago. Yeah, I did, absolutely, yeah. I mean, like I said, that's what I said to Stu Williams at the time. I said, because you guys need to get behind him. I said, he's lost 25-20, but look how many bad breaks he's had on the day. And he's only lost 25-20. Hell of a player. Yeah, here we go. Kian Monahan, comedians have turned up on the stream. You're getting blocked with any more negative comments. Or should I say wind-up comments. back to the action anyway.
Shall I block him, Reg?
No,
Shall I block him from the stream? Kian, you're treading on thin ground here, mate. You might not be able to watch the stream anymore.
Yeah, we're just talking about Matt Lawrence, and there's no need for people to make any stupid comments like that. Back to the action now, but I just think we needed to speak about that particular player because he's doing so well.
Yes.
So he deserved that minute, if you like, to be mentioned. I mean, I didn't know that very quickly, before I go back to the action, what you told me about his exploits in China. I mean,
Yeah, last 32 of the Star Masters is a huge achievement.
Massive monster. Anyway, back to the action. Mark Boyle leading 4-2 against Jack Whelan. Just looking at maybe trying to play the plant and develop the yellow and put it close to the bottom corner. He's got control. I mean, look at them reds all on the cushion, in the ball cushion. So, reds have got it all to do here. I think Mark's just trying to develop the yellows and actually increase his advantage. Would that be fair to say, guys?
Yes, Reggie.
Yeah. Just wanting opinions, guys. Want to try and bring you in as and when. If I say something like that. All right, Kian. I'm sorry, mate. All is forgiven. We love you a long time. Jakob says that he's putting the 3 dots on hold for a bit, the block button.
Just for now.
But don't worry, Kian, it's noted. Even Jenks has personal messaged me.
What happened to you sorting the tables out, Kian? You were doing a great job.
Sorry, George.
That is a rather awkward position the white ball's in. Youssef, it is Viv Roscoe.
I am still here.
Of refereeing fame. And I'm Jakob Tungelund, the man of the stream. And we've got, well, you know who else is on stream. You can tell by his voice.
Reggie's the man, so we're letting him do the talking.
The most well-known commentator in the world of ball. Bar maybe Nick Finn.
Good shot there by Jack. Escape. Afternoon, Jamie Fay. Hope you're well.
That's a great shot.
Yeah, well judged shot.
Callum, I think
Absolutely
if Mark thought it was a
perfect.
foul, Mark would have said so, to be honest.
I didn't see it, did you?
Again, wow. That's a cracking shot. Most people, do you know what? Most people would probably have taken the ball that was on the cushion then first.
And then played the
And
other
then
one
played
to
the
go up
other
the table,
one.
yeah.
But with the level of skill and confidence of someone like Mark Boyle. It's a great shot.
What's that saying, Jakob? Jakob, it's on a piece of string, is that it? The white ball?
Yeah, definitely. That has brought the score
Just this black then for 5-2.
to 5-2.
Yeah, the crowd all love a bit of Seb Webb in the commentary box.
Yeah, Seb will be back on commentating.
Yeah, in his own unique way. It's looked pretty sharp all tournament, apart from the one, Mark Boyle that is, apart from the one defeat to Ben Davis. I'll say generally his finishers, his white ball control, I'll say he's looked in very, very good form. Watched a few of his matches, and I'll say just very consistent. Is that a dry break? I think it is. Yes, it is. Okay, we need to update the score. In the other room, I think the Q score, but sadly we're in another room, so it means one of us getting out of here and going over there to do so.
Who's the David Attenborough commentating?
Well, it's not me.
I don't know. give it a bit of huskiness, Viv. Come on.
Lee Turner.
Dear today
Is that same Lee Turner from Burton Staffs? I think it is, isn't it? Lee Turner, yeah.
Here today we have Jack Whelan and Mark Boyle in the quarterfinals, battling it out in the field. Who will win? The one with the sharpest cue action.
There you go, Gary, the question being answered there. The scores are being updated. Pop the yellow over the left corner and screw stun down the rail for the yellow in the bulk area. Yeah, that's a good shot. Just caught the knuckles, bought the shot slightly. Did a bit of grimace on the face of Jack there. Not sure how straight this is or if there's any angle to work with.
It's dead straight.
Yeah, it looks straight, doesn't it?
Gillespie is now 9-0.
Sorry?
Gillespie is now 9-0.
9-0.
Do you think maybe his opponent's just gone to the toilet or something for a really long time? He's just playing by himself.
Bit of movement out on the crowd there. Caught Jack's eye, got up off the shot, had a look then across. That's a great shot.
He's managed to punch that out a little bit, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Very
super
nice.
shot. That's a lot harder than it looked, believe me. Yeah, real confidence boost at his finish, trust me. Yeah, excellent finish from Jack Whelan,
That is.
reducing the arrears to 5-3 with Jack to break.
So, Goobs is now 10-0.
Kubasi is playing Ben Davis.
That's unreal. 10-0 up on world champion. That is
Would
just
you Adam and Eve it?
absolutely unreal. What a player.
I wonder what prize, if that, let's say he completes a whitewash 11-0, I wonder what prize that would have been.
Had there been odds on it? Yeah, quite.
Oh, wow, mental odds.
1,000 to 1. I mean, realistically,
What do you think, Viv?
to beat a world champion 11-0.
You just didn't think it would
Yeah,
happen, would
no.
you? You just wouldn't. I would have thought that would have been a lot closer.
But what I'm saying, okay, well, yeah, I agree. But I wonder what price. You know, if you'd have walked
I
up
don't
to...
gamble, Reggie, so I have
Okay.
no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, what I mean, well, let me put it another way. If somebody had said to you prior to this that let's say in a frame's time Scott Gillespie completes a whitewash 11-0,
Mm-hmm.
and somebody said to you, and that it happened, and you'd almost think you wouldn't want to believe them.
That's right.
You're winding me up. You'd actually
Absolutely,
want to
you
see
would.
it on the computer screen just to believe it.
Yes.
No
definitely.
way. You're winding me. Never in a million years. Incredible. Like Jakob says, 10-0 up on a world champion. Who would have called that?
Right, Jack to break now.
Okay, Jack Whelan taking us into frame number 9. Gareth Hibbert leading 6-4.
Spider red.
Made a Boyle, ball, but they've just gone a little bit scrappy, if you like. Maybe that's the right word. A bit bunched.
Few clusters.
Clusters all up one end of the table. Jack shakes his head there. Can't quite believe that this is how the balls have landed. Would have loved a good split there to build a head of steam. Yeah, there's a good chance that's been happening, Carl Ledbetter. Oh, it's 11-0 to Scott Gillespie. It's all over. It's a whitewash. Wow.
I think that might have been a joke, I'm not sure.
Because it's...
Yeah, that's probably Craig Lakin throwing in a comment, knowing him. We'll wait and see if it comes up on Q score, actually.
Well, you definitely got everybody to bite there, Craig. So, back to the game, and Jack really needs to make a go of this. He's left it open. You know what? There's only really one problem ball here, and it's not hard to get out. Well, there's two potential slight problems. I'm assuming that this the bottom one of these two yellows goes, and in which case, if you've got the right angle on the white, then you can push the yellow that's next to it over into the little crowd of balls. There's two reds and the yellow, and open them up.
6-4, Scott Gillespie, Ben Davies.
There you go, people just taking the absolute Mickey. There you go. I said you didn't I? It's probably someone on the wind-up because we can't see Q scores. Look, Shane Jedford. Lakin's been around messaging everybody, do this, do that. This is what he does. Nightmare. It's a nightmare when people do that. They shouldn't do that. It's very deceiving for the people who are not here, but seems some people don't care.
Now Murphy's is saying it's 10-1, so who knows?
Who knows? I'm not going to comment on it any further. It's really bad when people are doing stuff like that. There's a lot of people at home who can't make the journey and whatever, and they want to know what's going on. And the worst thing in the world is other people are confusing the issue deliberately for their amusement, which is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Craig Lakin is still at it. Craig Lakin, I'll come round there and give you 8 slaps and two hits round the head anymore. Silly comments. Oh dear. Viv, I'm going to go and have a look because people want to know what the score is. So we'll go and actually
I'll go and have a look.
You go and have
I'll
a
go
look.
and have a look. You
Right.
carry on talking.
Thank you, Viv. Viv's going to go and find out once and for all if Craig Lakin is the ultimate wind-up merchant. It's just because the tournament's being held here in England that so it's definitely 10-0. It's definitely Daz Cheatham, Mark Bailey. It is 10-0, but we needed to be sure because Craig Lakin is on the prowl, so we don't know what's going on. Yeah, Daz Cheatham, absolutely. Carl Ledbetter, yeah, it's 10-0. Viv has been and had a look, and it's 150% 10-0. Yes, Viv? I'm just saying it's definitely 150 million% 10-0.
It says 10-0 on the scoreboard.
There you go, people.
What did I miss?
I think Jack fouled. It's a foul. I didn't see it myself. Took my eyes off screen because we were looking at something on one of the monitors about the flag. Somebody was saying Mark Boyle's Scottish, so why is he on the England flag? You know, both the two names. I think somebody, but I think the England flag is purely because
it's the English Open.
English Open.
That's
so
right.
Of course, it's not personal about anyone's nationality, but I can understand the question. But I hope that answers your question. There you go. They're now telling us it's 11.
Just taking a notice now.
Hello.
What's Mark up to here? Lovely.
Yeah, great shot. Just delicately drops it in. The red doesn't come out too far, which means the yellow nearest the white will also pass into that pocket without too much trouble. And wouldn't expect to see anything other than a clearance here.
So I just want to be the first to announce on stream that Goobs has just beaten Ben Davis, the current world champion, 11-0, a complete whitewash.
Extra, read all about it.
That is insane.
I think Jakob, I think you found the right word. I'm not going to comment any further. That one word says it all. Insane.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Back to this one then. Mark Boyle leading 5-3. Oh, he's put it on the knuckle. So Jack with an unexpected reprieve.
Come on, Reggie, I'm going to get over my shyness now and start talking.
Come on then, Viv.
Sodom.
Don't keep looking at the comments.
No.
Anyway, just a quick word on the result that's come in that we now know is confirmed from Donna Evans,
11-0.
who is the senior referee here this weekend, saying it's definitely 11-0 Scott Gillespie. Let's have a very quick word about that while Jack's just rolled up to the red. So we've got a few seconds to elaborate. What's your thoughts on that?
I just can't really. I just would not have expected it. Would have really expected a much closer match. I don't know what's gone on there.
How about that phrase that they always say on Sky Sports on a Saturday afternoon?
What's that then?
Unbelievable, Jack.
Yeah, it is.
Dear. I can't. Well, anyway, back to this one. I think that's there's a, what do they call it? There's been a buzz going around the room in there. There'll be all sorts. Well, the atmosphere in there, I remember being like in shock.
Oh dear.
Wow. But Jack's managed to get control of the get himself back into the safety exchange here. And Mark could actually pop this yellow and disturb the other one.
Just trying to move the red out.
Or move it out, should I say. Free the yellow and nudge the other one into play. It hasn't worked. No, Gypsy Hill. Sorry, mate. I'm not getting involved. Okay, that's a good shot from Jack. Back double. Gives him control of that pocket now with the yellow surrounded by the reds. He'd love dearly to steal this frame and get back within a frame. Clever shot, good shot.
Bit too close this is.
James Humphreys Jenks, is that right? I see Sandra Gill on the warpath earlier on about Jakob. We know it's someone at Murphy's. I suggest Jakob doesn't let snakes on his commentary from now on. Yes, Jenks, I haven't seen it personally, but I'm sure Jacob's well aware of this Sandra Gill is on the fake profile. So yeah, I'm sure Jakob's well aware of that, and I'm sure he'll be taking steps to find out who the comedian is using fake profiles. Oh my God, Mark Bailey, please. You're honestly, Viv. These people with fake profiles going after people using fake profiles is terrible, isn't it?
It isn't good.
Back to the action. Be disappointed with that, and a chance here for Mark to steal the frames. It's going to make the plant. Should he do that? Can't see any reason why he won't win the frame. That's absolutely perfect. Can pot this yellow, go up the table towards the blue spot, or just past the blue spot, and pot the yellow into the bottom left, which is a big bag, so to speak. That's fine. So
Combination? Do you think he would?
No, I can't see it. He's too clinical. He's too, methodical with his whiteboard.
No showboating there then.
He's like a surgeon with a scalpel. Just plots the path and just executes it so well. 9 times out of 10. Clinical. Yeah, just as I suspected, not getting involved in any cannons, just pot the ball.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
I never said I'd get it right anytime soon.
No, well, just this black then for 6-3. Yeah, so a couple of chances there for Jack to steal, but wasn't to be, and it's Mark Boyle that moves 6-3 clear.
Jack will never give up, will he? When he played Mark Farnsworth, he came back to beat Mark Farnsworth from quite a deficit, didn't he?
Yeah, I mean, look, if earlier on, I don't know how far he's been with the Mark Farnsworth game, but I think you might have been on about Scott Gillespie in this room earlier on when he was 7-8-2 down against Farnsworth.
I think did Jack not play Mark Farnsworth on the loser's side?
Yeah, but it wasn't a long way back. It was he was leading most of the way, I think, against Farnsworth. Jack was earlier on the last round.
I thought it was the other way around. I thought Jack came back to beat Mark.
Well, there was never more than 2 in it. That's my point. I don't think 2 or 3. Here, Mark's got it's worrying times for Jack now because he didn't want Mark to open up a sizable lead because the way Mark is obviously such a, if you like, such technically sound and everything he does doesn't rush anything. Very hard to peg him back. Not to mention what a fantastic player he is as well, which means he doesn't need easy chances to win frames, even if it looks a little bit tricky for a good player.
Do you think coming from the snooker background that Mark's come from, that would help him?
Yeah, most of the good players in this game have come from some sort of snooker background. That just seems to be the way. They all have, most of the top players, top 32, most of them will have all said they've had century breaks plus on a snooker table. There may be 1 or 2 that haven't, but they'll all be 50, 60, 70 break players if they've not had a century. They're good cueists.
Mark's taking yellows.
Bannums have appeared. Oh dear, oh dear. Andrew Pratt, Sean Dyche on commentary. Yeah, sorry, I've been likened to Sean Dyche from the Burnley manager a few times.
See any problems for Mark here?
No, I don't see any problems here. It's a lovely split, and this is what tends to happen in pool when you have those frames where you have those half chances to nick the frame like the last one or try and get back in it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't happen, and then a lot of the times, 8 times out of 10, the opponent breaks and they get a nice split and they dish behind it and you fall further behind. So at 5-3 you're looking at possibly 5-4, you drop 6-3 and then suddenly they break them and they break well and suddenly it's 7-3.
Momentum's huge in our game, isn't it?
Yeah,
That's
absolutely.
just what happens.
Claude Banham. Yes, Craig Lakin's Claude Banham. Worrying times for Jack Whelan these are, don't you? I feel that because, you know, the way Mark seems to be playing, you know, to be dropped 4 frames behind in the race to 11, it's a big enough ask to beat Mark on any given day. Never mind giving him a 4-frame lead. Yeah, just uses all the pockets so he can straighten up the last yellow and just pot the ball and stun the white where it finishes, and that should leave you a pretty much straight blank to the bottom right.